So we're gonna just leave the lower body alone for once. Very rare for me. So today's just core, abs, and arms. So as you can see here, I do have a couple of weights for today's class. Totally optional. You can definitely do this class with absolutely nothing but your body. However, if you do have weights, please grab those 2 to 5 pounds. Just maybe have a lighter weight because it does, the exercises will creep up on you. If you don't have any weights at all, canned food is a really good weight for these ones because we don't need super, super heavy weight. We're going to be using it for abdominals. So just a couple of cans that you can hold in your hands is going to be a great weight, or anything else that you can hold that would be an even amount of weight in each hand. As you can see here, I do have a playlist going. I did make you guys another playlist for today. It is a little bit ghetto and raunchy, so if you want something a little bit more mellow, you can totally choose one of my other playlists, but I was kind of in that mood today. So feel free to click that link below and listen as we work out. So we're going to start on our hands and knees for this one. So we're going to come into an all-fours position. So I want your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're just going to go through some cat stretch here. So find a nice long neutral spine first, pulling your belly up away from the floor. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. You're going to extend through your spine. Good. Keep your neck long for your inhale. On your exhale, we're going to tuck that tailbone, squeeze the glutes, pull the belly up, and arch our back nice and high. Inhale from the tailbone all the way to the neck. Coming back through, pulling your chest through your shoulders, and extending your spine. Exhale, curling up, just getting that spine nice and warm. Good. Inhale as we extend. Make sure you're really strengthening through those arms as you pull the chest through your shoulders. Good. Looking in between your thighs at the top. One more of each here. So extending, making sure you're not overextending at the neck. It's just a nice long neck here as you extend. Exhale, curl up, find that nice high arched back. Inhale, coming back to our nice neutral spine. So I want you to have that natural curvature through your spine. From here, we're just going to quickly tuck our toes, going straight into abdominal work here. So we're going to tuck our toes, and then we're just going to simply round through our shoulder blades, pull your belly up, hover those knees just slightly off the ground. Just hover and hold. Good. Don't let those knees creep up too high. Hold for 5, 4. We're going to stay here. We're going to add a little bit of a challenge. When you're ready, leave the left leg as it is. We're going to extend the right leg back and up. Pull it back down to that position. Left leg goes up and back. Back to position. Right leg. So we're extending the leg and then lifting it nice and high. Pulling it back. Right leg goes back and up. Good. Left side. Using that exhale, trying to stay nice and steady throughout the rest of the body. One more on each side. Make sure those knees are still just hovering as you bring it back down. Left side, last one. Hold your plank. Just hold this position. Knees hovering. Nice strong shoulders. Pull the belly away from the floor. Round those shoulders. Hold for 10. Strong exhales here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Sink your bum back. Just take a quick little stretch here. Good. Okay, from here, just roll your wrists out a little bit. Good. We are going to do one more thing on our wrists, and then we'll take a break off the wrists. Okay, so from here, I want you to just come again to that nice high plank position. So I want those hands under your shoulders. All 10 fingers spread nice and wide. If you need to do this from your knees, guys, totally an option. Just make sure your knees are back behind your hips so that you can find a nice long line. Otherwise, we're going to come to our toes and we're just going to work through some shoulder taps, okay? So I want your feet nice and wide for this one. So come into your high plank position. Nice long line through the spine. Feet are the width of your mat or a little bit more narrow than that. And just hold your body as still as you can. Tap your right hand to your left shoulder. bring it back down. Left hand to the right shoulder, bring it back down. Try to keep your hips as steady as you can, using your obliques to stabilize against that weight transfer. Good. Just side to side. You can start to speed it up. Just make sure you don't start to rock around too much as you speed up. Tap. Tap. Obliques on, tap. Fire obliques, tap. Pulling the low belly in, away from the mat. 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Last one, bring the knees down. Come back. Take a little break. Good. Just give your wrist a little bit of a break here. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to go into one of my favorites. So we are going to do this one from our knees. And then we're going to finish with this one too at the end of class. So this is kind of your warm-up version of this one. And then at the end, you'll have time to really go fully into it, okay? So we're going to come onto our forearms. Knees nice and wide here. I don't want you together. About the width of your hips. We're going to use our obliques here. Kind of a similar sensation to what we were just doing. Nice long line through the body. Hold nice and still as you just reach the right arm forward. Bring it down. So everything stays really still. Left arm forward. Bring it down. It's all about the obliques here. So obliques tighten on the right side as you reach and in. Tighten on that left side as you reach and down. Good. Right arm reaches down. Everything in your core and your abdominals is working to stabilize the body as you move that weight forward. Just 2 more on each side. Right arm, left. Good. 1 more on each side. Left. Bring it down and send your bum back. Okay, so that one is coming again, so just prepare yourselves. You should feel that core and the sides of your abdominals really turned on there. Okay, so let's go into some more abdominal work here. We're going to be working through more the front of the stomach and the arms for this first set, and then we're going to go into some obliques. So from here, you're going to grab your weights. Again, without weights is totally an option. You're just going to hold an open hand and follow what I do with my arms. And then, yeah, again, you can hold books, you can hold cans. Cans are definitely the best. All right, so finding yourself up on your bum, knees slightly bent. Okay, I don't want them super bent. I want your feet a little bit further away from you. Weights are going to be into our hands, and you're going to extend your arms forward. Nice long arms. Okay, just a soft bend in the elbows, no hyperextension to the elbows, just soft bend. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll down into that nice half roll back position. Inhale, come up. So you tuck your tailbone, pull the belly in, and you roll down to a nice C shape in the body. Inhale, come up. Good, keep going. It's not about how low you go here, guys. It's about how much you can curl through that low back. Really get that nice C curve here, tucking your tailbone. Good. On your next one, coming down and staying. Good. Hold those arms up high. I don't want them down here. I want them up in line with your shoulders. When you're ready, we exhale, curl the arms in. The body stays still. Just the arms move out and in. So we curl and away. Your body stays in this intense abdominal position, okay? So you should be feeling the front of the abdominals working to hold you in this position as those weights come in and away. Elbows stay high. If you absolutely need a break, you can bring them a little bit lower, but try to keep them high. Good. For 6, 5. Last 4. Keep that chin slightly tucked towards the chest. Last 2, tightening through the abdominals as you pull it in. Last 1. And reach. Come forward. You can place those weights down just for a quick moment. A couple of shoulder rolls, both directions. Good. Okay, let's go back into it. So still using our weights here. I know, at any point you can put them down, but try and hold on. So I promise your arms won't fall off. Okay, so we are going to go right into bicep curls again. So I want you to roll down, again, finding that nice C curve, making sure you're not extending or straightening through the spine. I want that nice curve. Arms up, elbows high. When you're ready, straight into the bicep curl. Curl in and away. Abdominals keeping us in this nice steady position. Good, exhale, inhale. You'll notice it gets a little bit harder to hold your torso up as the weights come in. That's because you're transferring more weight towards your center of your body, which makes it harder for your abdominals to support, because that's an extra however many pounds that your abdominals have to work. Good, keep breathing. Should be feeling those arms turning on. Good, last 3. Last 2, and we're gonna pulse. Last 1. Pull it in, extend those arms. A little bit more of a bend here. Pulse, 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 pulse. Little up and downs. Your arm is staying long, just a soft bend, and we're just simply pulsing that arm up and down. Keep breathing. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Come forward. Couple shoulder rolls. Good. I just want to show you guys side profile here really quick. Making sure that you're staying in this nice C-curve position. You're not creeping into this, okay? If it's too much for you to hold this curve, just don't go as low, okay? So I want you in this curve, and as your arms are moving, you're not changing the position at all. You're literally just staying absolutely still as those arms move, okay? All right, so if you have been in my classes, we were working on these ones quite a lot. If you have not been to one of my classes, this one's pretty nasty, so take breaks when you need to. We are gonna still use the weights, but again, no weights and just the arms, definitely a good option, okay? This time, still going into that C-curve, nice half roll back position, but I want your palms facing down, okay, about shoulder width with the hands, and then we're gonna roll down to that nice C-curve. So our hands are up in line with our shoulders. From here, right arm pulls back, elbow is high, not low, high, and then you reach. Left arm pulls back. Good, right, left. You're just pulling that elbow directly behind you. Nice 90-degree bend through that arm. Good, make sure that weight is coming out to the side so you get that 90-degree bend through the arm. I don't want the weight coming towards your chest. I want it out. Good, one more on each side. And then from here, hold, up 30 degrees. Now we're in line with about our nose or eye height. Arm, good, left arm. Good, so nice long straight arms at the front, 90-degree bend, pull back. Abdominals still holding against this weight. 2 more. 1 more on each side. Guys, we have to go up 30 more degrees, then we get a break. Up, just align with the forehead, pull it back. Good, right, left, good. Abdominals are working extra hard right now to keep your upper body in this shape. Just 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. And come forward. You can put the weights down. Just take a moment. So you should be feeling your abdominals working very hard. This is extra weight working against your abdominals, so they have to work very hard, and you should be feeling your arms turning on as well. So I call this one the ladder, that we just went up the ladder. Now we have to go down the ladder. So we're gonna start high, come down, and finish off chest height. All right, when you're ready, and even if you're not, as I say, let's just do it, okay? Just keep going. Modify if you have to, take breaks if you have to. Roll down, find your arms nice and high. We're not in a shoulder press, okay, just a little bit forward of that. When you're ready, let's start. Left arm, right arm. Good. Slight tuck of chin to chest, making sure you're not starting to look up at the ceiling. Okay, I want your gaze forward. 2 more on each side. Last one on each side. Okay, guys, down 30 degrees to that second notch. So just in line with our eyes, eyebrows. Good. Nice 90-degree pen pull back. Elbows getting nice and far back. Abdominals holding, tightening through the front of the tummy, pulling your ribs down with your abdominals. 1 more on this height, and come down, finishing off how we started. Left arm back. So now our arms are up in line with just the chest. Good, right out in front of us. Good, woo. Should be burning everywhere here. For 3 more on each side. Last 2. Woo, last one. And come forward. Okay, so that's the ladder. We went up and we went down. Super great exercise. Really great for upper body and abdominals working at the same time. It's just a double whammy. Okay, so we are going to continue with the weights. You guys know the drill. If you don't want to use the weights, you totally don't have to. As I said, this class is totally doable with no equipment at all. All right, from here, we're gonna take our weights into our hands. So first things first, let's just check our form here. So we have our imprint and our neutral. So in our imprint, we're using our abdominals, pulling them nice and tight, and our low back will flatten against the mat, okay? So low back is flattening, tailbone is tucking, inhale, coming back to neutral. So think in neutral, we have that little bit of space under the low back, okay? And then when we imprint, we squish that space. So there's a blueberry under the low back in neutral, we squish the blueberry. Inhale, back to neutral, and squish. Good. Just one more. Imprint strong. Make sure when you're imprint, you should not be able to slide your fingers under your low back. Inhale, come back to neutral. Okay, from here, so you're gonna grab your weights into your hands. Just so you guys know, my phone isn't ringing, it's part of the song, if you heard that. So the weights are in our hands. This time, I want you to find your weights, you can rest them on top of your chest or your collarbones. Good, we're gonna find our imprint, nice and strong. Pull that lower back against the mat. Bringing both legs up to a tabletop position. Guys, you can totally do this with the feet down. Okay, if you are doing it with your feet down, you can also creep into more of a neutral, but if you're going into tabletop, keep that imprint strong. So keep your low back on the mat, legs come up. From here, there's 4 parts to this exercise. So tuck your chin to your chest, we curl the upper body up, good. Then from here, we open the arms, more biceps. Exhale, pull the arms in, then come down. So we curl up with the weights, open the arms, pull it in, and come down. Making sure your elbows are not on the floor. Your elbows are always hovering to make sure those arms are working. And try not to rest the weights during the exercise, okay? Try and keep them hovering off the chest. Good, keep going here. So we come up for 1, open for 2, close for 3, down for 4. Again, up for 1, open 2, close for 3, 4. Making sure that you are not combining the movements too fast. I want them to be nice and separate. So we curl up, open to that open arm, curl it in, weights hovering over the shoulders, bring it down. Up, open, curl, down. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show you with the knees down. Curl up, open, curl, down. Tuck your chin to your chest, curl up, open, curl. Good. So still a good amount of ab work and arm work with the knees down. Good. If you do have your legs up, make sure you're still in that strong imprint for me. Let's do 4 more. Up, open, curl, down. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, down. 1 more for me, then we take a little break. Open, close, in. Good. Rest the weights on your belly or on the floor. Bring your feet down. Just take a quick moment. Okay, so we are going to make it just a little bit harder. You can come down at any point, especially if you're feeling a lot of neck stuff here. Okay, so you can leave your head down as well. And you can just do the arms. That's a good option. All right, so when you're ready, find that strong imprint. Again, knees down or feet down, good option if you need to go there. This time, guys, we're just gonna come up into a nice high curl position, nice high ab prep. Make sure you're not double chinning here, just a slight tuck of chin to chest. And we're simply just gonna stay here and we're just gonna bicep curl. Open. Good. Inhale, open, exhale, until close. Stay up with the upper body. Keep flexing through that thoracic spine. Every time the weights go forward, maybe let them pull you just a little bit higher. Curl. 6, 5, good. Last 4, 3 more. Last 2, last 1, and take a break. Whew. Just take a quick moment here. All right. We are going to finish off with one more thing. I did do this in, I think maybe the last class. It's one of my favorites where we put the weight on top of our shins. It adds a ton of lower abdominal work. So from here, again, finding that nice strong imprint. Legs come up. We're going to take those weights along the shins, okay? Not width-wise. I don't want them balancing. I want them to rest in between your shins. So your knees are together. You can totally do this without any weight. And you can also put your canned food on top of your shins. So nice 90-degree bend. This time I want your hands behind your head. Good. From here, we're just going to keep those weights up with our lower abdominals. And we're going to curl up and down. And down. Making sure that you're keeping your legs together, because you know what happens if you spread them apart, weights go down to you know where. So keep your legs squeezed nice together. Try to keep pulling that low back against the mat. Good, all the way down and up. Just resting your hands on your head, okay? You're not pulling your head up. You're pulling with the abdominals, not your arms. Good. Just 5. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Okay. You can grab your weights. Good job, guys. Let's put the weights off to the side for now. Good. Okay, from here, I know our abdominals are probably getting a little bit fatigued, but we are going to start a little oblique focused flow here. So I really want to get into the obliques. Don't worry, we are going to come up out of this position after this. So for this one, we're going to lift. So we're going to start with the left side of oblique. So the right foot is going to stay down, left leg coming up. If you want more challenge, I'm going to show you how to do that one. So I want you to find that nice strong imprint on the mat. Again, hands behind the head. Okay, we're going to give our neck a little bit of a break. Just let your hands slightly hold the weight of your head, just resting on your head. From here, we tuck our chin to our chest. We come up and over nice and slow to the left side. So your right elbow is up, left elbow is down. You're really pulling this right side up off the mat. Inhale, coming down. All the way. Tuck your chin to your chest, come up and over. Inhale, down. So if you want more challenge, you're going to extend that right leg and come up and over. Good. Using that exhale. Good. Foot down. You can still get a good amount of work through that left side, but with the foot down, you're just going to get more left and not as much full range with that, all of the abdominals. Good. For 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Then we hold up and pulse. So up and over. Tiny little pulses at the top. Just the upper body pulsing towards the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Whew. Oh, it's really hard to talk in that one. I'm sure you guys can tell. Okay, so now left side, like I said, we are starting off with a little bit of a flow. So we're starting with that left side, which means this time, after that, we are gonna do the other side, but we're gonna keep working that left side. So I want you to lie down onto your left elbow. Okay, so left elbow underneath the shoulder. For this one, we are gonna be doing just dips. So our obliques are gonna be pulling us up and down. We are going to go into a full side plank. So we're all gonna leave our knees down for this one. So you're just gonna prop yourself up into a nice high side plank position with the top leg extended, bottom knee down. Nice long line, making sure your elbow is under your shoulder. From here, we're just gonna come down, tap our hip, and then using those left obliques, pulling up nice and high. Down, up. So you should feel your left shoulder working nice and strong here. Good. Down and up. Down, up. Keep moving your hips forward for me too, okay? So don't let them go back too much. I want them forward. Down, up. Down with the left hip, up. All in those left obliques. Lifting. Good. 5, 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold, 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 hold. And come down. Okay, so you should feel that left side, the underneath side, really nice and tired there. Your left obliques, that was the second thing for them. So we are gonna go into a full side plank on this left elbow. So I need that left shoulder nice and strong here. This is considered an arm workout, okay? Because your shoulder is working nice and hard. Long line through the body, hips stacked. Again, you can do a side plank with the knee down, and just like you just were. You can have your feet separated for more support. When you're ready, propping up, nice high plank. Hold that top arm high, hold. Nice long line through the body. Okay, we're gonna dip it out. So low down, up, down, up. So just a harder version of what we were just doing. 6, 5, 4, 3. Last one. And you can come down. Good. Just take a quick little break. Okay, guys. One more thing for that left side of obliques. So we are gonna go into those arm reaches that we were doing, or sorry, similar sensation as the arm reaches that we were doing. This one's gonna be more focused on the left shoulder, but you will feel a lot of work in the left side of obliques as well. So this is still considered obliques, but we're just getting a little bit more arms into it. So we are gonna stay on our knees. If you do wanna do this in a full high plank, please go ahead. But it is quite a lot of work for the shoulders. So I'm just gonna show from the knees. So knees are behind the hips, nice long line through the body. I don't want your hips back or down. So arms underneath the shoulders. From here, we're just doing the left side. So we lower down onto the left elbow, down onto the right elbow. Left hand pushes us up. Good. Left, up. Left elbow down. Left hand presses up. Making sure your knees are about hip width apart, okay? Because we want to try and stay nice and steady. So this is just commando with the left arm working primarily. Left arm presses up. Left elbow down. Left arm pressing up. Left elbow down. Try to keep your hips relatively still. Try to keep that long line through the body. So you should feel your left oblique stabilizing as you press that hand into the mat to push up. Consider it almost like a single arm push up as you press up with that left hand. Keep pulling that low belly in. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. And come back. Take a quick little break. All right. From here, going into that right side. Okay, so coming onto our bums, feet coming forward. Good. We're gonna lie down. So for this one, this time, our right leg is coming up to tabletop. Left foot staying down. Again, you know where to go if you want more challenge right off the bat. From here, hands behind the head. Keep this nice 90-degree bend, making sure, guys, you're not moving the leg in towards you. You're moving up towards the leg. Ideally, your leg stays relatively still the whole time, and just the upper body is twisting towards it. So hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers, just resting, allowing it to hold the weight of your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, up and over, down all the way. Up and over, down all the way. Good. Getting that nice pull up off of the mat with the abdominals. You should feel that right side of obliques pulling you up and over. You will feel your left side working as well. Again, if you want more challenge, left leg up and straight. Good, use that exhale. I'm exaggerating my exhale so you can remind yourself that as you come up and over, you exhale strong. Good, either option. Good, up and over. Good, 3 more before we pulse. On your next one, up and over, hold at the top, tiny little pulses. Pull your low belly in. For 6, tiny pulses. 3, 2, last one, and come down. Good, just take a little moment. So, we gotta do the other 2 on that right side. So we're coming onto our right elbow now. And I know I said it before, just reminding you guys, this is considered part of your shoulder work, okay? So yes, you're gonna feel that right shoulder talking to you. I want you to really think pressing through that right elbow. Good, almost like you're trying to push through the floor with that right forearm. So constantly pulling up through that bottom waistline. Okay, so elbow under the shoulder. Nice long line with the body. Bottom knee stays down. Left leg nice and straight. When you're ready, come up nice and high. Bottom knee down. Good. It's all about the dips here. So we're thinking about at the top, we're using those obliques to crunch up. Inhale, tap the right hip down. Good. Shoulders strong. We lift up with the obliques. And down. Feel those obliques pulling you up. We're trying to get our hips as high as we can. Good. Good. Try to keep sending your hip forward. It really wants to go behind. So try to keep that hip extended as we lift up and down. You really have to use your mind here. Connect your mind to those bottom right obliques. Good, for 5. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last 2. Last one. And come down. Give that shoulder a little break if you need. My right shoulder is a little bit screwy sometimes, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a break. All right, so we are coming to that full side plank. Again, it's a lot of strain on that shoulder. If you are dealing with an injury, just leave your bottom knee down, plank from here. Otherwise, feet stacked or separated at the end of your mat. When you're ready, you press up and hold. Nice long line, arm up, hips in line, high for hold. Good. We're going to start dipping. Lower down, up. Good. Good. We should already be feeling those right off the bat because we already did a modified version for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come down. Whew. Good. Okay, from here, we got to do the other side of those single arm commandos. So although we are obviously moving both arms, the focus is on that right elbow when we press for that right shoulder, when we press up off that right hand, and then when we lower down with control onto the right elbow. All right, so again from the forearms, if you want to do this from a full plank position, it's the same thing. Okay, but I'm going to do it with the knees down because I really want to focus on that right arm. So knees staying separated. If you're on your toes and doing a high version, then feet separated. Nice long line through the body. So pull the belly in. Try to keep this position through the body as we lower down onto the right elbow, down onto the left. Press through the right arm, plant the left. Lower to the right, lower to the left. Press up with right, land with left. Lower, lift. So making sure it's always your right hand that's pressing you up. Right hand pressing you up. Trying to keep your hips still-ish. The more steady your hips are, the more oblique work it is. So think about when we were reaching those arms forward, how hard those obliques had to work. Same sensation here. Lower, lift. Press to that right hand. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1.
Don't stop trying,
Just press back.
12 reps.
Good. Just stretch that upper body here.
12 reps strong. Got the pit bull.
Good. Okay. So from here, I want to give your wrists a quick little break. We are going to go into some extension work, so definitely working through our mid-back muscles. We're just going to lie down onto our tummies. Okay. Move anything out of your way. So if you're really close to your couch, or if you have like a water bottle or something, we're going to need to be able to move our arms like this, okay? So we're going to start with an exercise called swimming, and then we're going to go into kind of a swimming breaststroke mix. So from here, we're just going to start our knees nice and wide. I want an external rotation through the hips, so you're thinking of pointing your kneecaps out and then shining your thighs down towards the mat. Hands towards the outer front corners of your mat. I just want you to start with your nose resting on the mat. From here, you're going to pull your shoulders down your back, okay? So like you're making a V shape down your back with your shoulder blades. We're going to lift our belly up off the mat. So find your abdominals, lift your belly off the mat. We're going to lift both arms and both legs up into a nice high smiley face position. Make sure you don't extend your neck too much. Keep your gaze down slightly. Inhale, come down. Nose on the mat. And then again, belly up, glutes arm, shoulders strong. We lift up. Pull that belly up. Feel those mid-back muscles lifting you higher. And inhale, coming down. Good. Let's go a little bit quicker. Exhale, lifting everything up, nice and high. Inhale, coming down. Pull those shoulders down out of the ears. Up again. And down. Good. 3 more. Inhale, coming down. This is so good for working our core around our waistline into our back, because our core is 360, right? So this is really helping us work into the back side and those mid-back muscles, really cinching our waistline with this one. Lifting up for 2. Glutes are on, lifting your legs even higher. Last one, I want you to lift up and hold. So come up nice and high, hold. Palms are going to face out. We reach our arms towards our hips and bring them forward. Legs stay high. Reach and forward. Keep pulling that upper body nice and high. It gets harder as those arms reach back. Good. Reach forward. Keep that neck nice and long. Glutes working. Find those mid-back muscles for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, and bring it down. Pressing through your hands, just because it was a lot of extension work. I just want to go into a bit of flexion here, just to reverse that extension. So finding your tailbone, making that nice C shape from your tailbone to your neck. Good. Just breathe here. It's really important to give our spine that little bit of a break, okay, because we were just really extended, so now let's reverse and flex. Keep breathing. Okay, guys, so this is really going to be now our very arm-focused portion of the workout, okay? So our core is on and maybe slightly tired. Mine is definitely tired. So we're going to go into push-ups. We are going to start just regular push-ups. Again, I really want to focus on the upper body. And with all this planking and stuff, my core is pretty tired. So I'm not going to do a full push-up from a high plank position, just because I know that when my core gets tired, I start to arch through my low back. So I'm going to stay on my knees. But please, if you feel like you got some juice left in the tank and you feel like you can push yourself from a full plank, full push-up position, please do, but be warned, we're going to go slow and we're going to pulse, okay? So knees are behind the hips, so we can bring our hips forward and find this nice long line here. Shoulders over the wrists, neck long. Okay, from here, we're just gonna lower down nice and low and push up. So elbows are going out and back and push up. Get that chest nice and low to the floor and up. Good. Try to really think about being strong in the shoulder blades and not letting them cave towards one another. Keep thinking of nice, strong shoulder, mid-back muscles. Those rhomboids in between the shoulder blades, keep them nice and strong. Good. Just 5 more. Keep using that exhale on your way up. Inhale down. Exhale, press. 3 more. Good. Again, if you're doing this from your toes, good for you. Come down to your knees at any point. All right, guys, on your next one. We lower down halfway only from here. Up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Slow pulses from that halfway point. Good. For 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep pulling that belly in. Squeeze your glutes for 2. Last one. Whew. Stretch it out. Okay, rolling up. Let's just do a little bit of a wrist stretch here before we go into another set. So we're gonna reverse our wrist. Just shift your weight back towards your feet and your knees. Okay, and then just all 10 fingers facing towards you. And then just slowly transfer your weight a little bit further forward, but not too much. Just hold. Just stretching through the wrists. Again, reversing what we were just doing to the wrist, right? So stretching it out the other way. Good. Just hold. All right. Just rolling our wrists out. So we are going into another variation of push-ups. If you guys did my full body class, then these might be familiar. My favorite push-ups are called lay down push-ups. So it's all about the lowering down here. Again, if you're doing this from a high push-up position, you're gonna lower all the way down, tap forward, and then if you're doing it from your knees or from your toes, you're gonna push all the way up. So making sure, the most important thing here is that we're keeping this shape for as long as we can. So when you're lowering down, nice long straight body, tap your arms in front, pull your hands outside of your chest, pull your belly up off the floor first, then pressing up as one unit. Lowering down, tap, arms back, press up. Okay, making sure that when you come down, you're not arching through the low back, and when you're pushing up, you're not like a worm coming up off the mat. No, you're keeping this long shape, and you're making sure it's all the arms. The arms are doing all the work. Core is just working to stabilize in this position. Up, down. Keep your neck nice and long. Keep going. Good. So getting lower to the point where we touch the floor should get more pecs, more chest, and more shoulders in a different way. Good. Makes it all about that nice, strong, almost explosive press up. Low, down, nice and slow, and then press up. Go nice and slow on the way down, tap in front, and nice, fast push up. Lower down. Should feel those shoulders and arms fatiguing. Good. Lower down, tap, and up. I know those wrists might be getting grumpy, guys. Just stay with me for 3 more. Lower down. Think of strengthening through the forearm muscles to support those wrists. Good. From here, lower all the way down. We are going to pulse again. So hands outside of the chest. When you're ready, push up. Come down halfway. Pulse. Up, down. Woo, don't be scared of face planting, okay? I know when your arms start to get shaky and jelly. Just keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Again, press press back. Bring your bum to your heels and just relax here. Keep breathing, no, don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. I'm just gonna quickly do another wrist stretch here. My weight is in over my knees, because if I put too much weight over my hands, it's too much for my wrists. Good. All right, couple rollouts. Okay guys, from here, we're gonna go into tricep dips. So, I need you to have, go to a couch, grab a chair, ottoman, anything about this height. We're gonna be doing tricep dips on them. So yeah, couch, bench, chair, stool, dresser, like anything about this height. If you don't have a couch or anything to do tricep dips on, you can totally do this just on the mat. So that's gonna look like this. So all 10 fingers are gonna point forward and you're gonna press up. If you want a harder variation, you're gonna get your hips nice and high, and then you're gonna use just your tricep to lower down and up. Down and up. You can also bend your knees, keeping your hips high, and lower down, up. Just making sure it's in the triceps, okay? But if you are gonna do them on the sofa with me, just stick your bum to the edge of the chair, sofa, bench, whatever you're using. And then you're gonna have your hands forward. I want your hands just outside of your bum and your hips. Okay, I don't want them too wide, but I don't want them too narrow either. So just a little bit wider than your hips, all 10 fingers pointing forward. From here, you're gonna walk your feet forward. Same thing. If your legs are straight, it's harder. Bent, still hard. Okay, so feet out in front of you. Try to think of just gliding your back down the sofa and up. So don't go forward too much. You want to think of dropping your bum straight down and up. Bum straight down and up. Try to keep a straight back. Lowering down and up. Elbows going straight back. Good. Elbows straight back behind you and lift. Get nice and low. Good. Just 5 more before we pulse. Lower, lift. 4 more. Use that exhale for 3. Last 2. On your next one, guys, lowering down, coming up halfway, tiny little pulses at the halfway point. So you're keeping those elbows bent. Pulse, pulse, pulse for 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just take a quick break. Okay, just to make sure those triceps got a good amount of work, we're gonna do it again. So again, if you're on the mat, totally doable. Still a very good tricep exercise on the mat. You just need to reverse those triceps for a second. Good. Okay guys, we're gonna do one more set of tricep dips with pulsing, of course. Then we're gonna finish off with a plank, and we're gonna do those arm reaches as promised earlier. We're gonna finish off strong how we started. Whew, okay, let's do this. I know those arms are maybe starting to get a bit jelly. Just finish off these tricep dips with me. Stay with me. All right, all 10 fingers pointing forward. Elbows pointing straight back. Take your bum off the couch, walking your heels forward, straight back, and lower the bum right down and up. Straight down, up. Strong shoulders, not rounding the shoulders forward too much here. Lowering down. Think about those triceps, guys. Like, just think about what you're doing, right? What muscles are lifting us up and controlling us down? The more you think about it, the more you'll get out of it. All right, just 4 more before we pulse. Lower, lift. Last 2. On your next one, yes you can. Lower down halfway, give me 10, 9, 8. Keep going. Yes you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can definitely feel that. Just shake your arms off a little bit. Whew. See, now that we did 2 sets, now you should feel like your triceps are done. If not, feel free to do another set. All right, we are gonna finish off here, guys. Last exercise. It's not easy. It's a tough one. A lot of obliques, a lot of shoulder, a lot of core in general. So I am going to show you the full variation first. Then I'm going to show you the modified version. We started with the modified version, so if you know right away that you're too tired to do a full variation of anything, then keep the knees down. Otherwise, we are going to start on our forearms. We're going to find our feet nice and wide, okay? I want your feet to the width of your mat almost, like wider than your hips, okay? It's all about staying as still as possible through the whole body as we reach the arms forward. So elbows under the shoulders, feet back, nice long line, feet or legs straight. Hold your hips still, reach your right arm forward and back. Left arm forward and back. Right arm forward and down. Obliques nice and strong as you reach. If you're doing modified, knees are wide. Right arm forward. Left arm forward. Same thing. Okay, if you're doing the full variation, making sure your hips are not rocking all over the place as you reach. Keep going. Feet wide. Reach. Your hips will move. We will transfer weight, but try to minimize it. 3 more on each side. Last 2. Last one. And just hit your bum to your heels. Just take a little break. All right, guys. So we are all done. Arms and abs. It's a tough one, especially for me. I do a lot of lower body, try and get arms and abs in, but it's definitely hard to isolate those 2 things. So great job. Again, if you didn't have weights, still just as good of a workout. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. As I usually say, I love requests, I love feedback. So if there's anything that you guys want more of, less of, if you want a certain type of class, if you want more of that sock and slide, more booty blast, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget that that playlist is linked below, and as I said, if it's a little too hardcore for you, then just pick something a little bit more mellow on my Spotify. Yeah, so please subscribe to my channel, because that's how you can stay updated with the classes that I'm posting. I am going to do a resistance band class very soon, so keep your eyes up for that. Thank you guys so much for joining me.